Hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Asia Laria, and on this channel, I talk about motherhood, health, and culture. Today, I'm letting you all know on the little secret I revealed a couple videos ago, right? So a couple videos ago, I took you all along with me for my nutritionist follow-up visit. I've let you know before, I've been seeing a nutritionist for a while now. It's been a great benefit for my weight loss. And at the end of the video, I let you all know that in addition to seeing a nutritionist, I was also taking a weight loss medication, aminoshium. Yes, in addition to seeing a nutritionist, I am also taking a weight loss medication that is prescribed from a doctor, okay? I am under doctor's orders. My PCP sent a referral to a weight loss doctor. I think they call him obesity something specialist or bariatricist, something like that. But yes, they gave me my options of what I can choose from. What do they think is the best one for me? We went over it and I chose one of them. So let me give you just a quick backstory of why I decided to take a weight loss medication. And I've mentioned this before in many other videos, but really quick, you know, I'm a mom of two. I had my children back to back, right? Before that, I was always someone who was very active. I was very active in high school. I love going for walks, hikes, you know, anything. I love working out. I always went to the gym before I had the children. You know, I had the children. I was advised, my midwife advised me to only gain about I think 20 pounds or so. I can't quite remember because, you know, I was already medically obese and I'm only 5'1", right? So I stayed within those guidelines that she recommended. Everything went perfect. I was breastfeeding. I exclusively breastfed my children. So the weight was not coming off at all while I was breastfeeding. At all. I don't know who said that when you breastfeed, you lose weight, because that did not happen. I never experienced that, but still breastfeed, okay? So yes, the weight didn't start really coming off until I started to wean my son off. It was coming off. I was going to the gym. It was actually coming off like really fast. I was so happy. And you know, I could still fit into my cute work clothes and things like that. Then I found out I was pregnant with my daughter, and my midwife gave me some weight guidelines. She only wanted me to gain like 15 pounds or so, because now this time I'm a bit bigger. I have a little more weight on me than before. So I stayed within those guidelines and everything went fine. I was breastfeeding again, exclusive breastfeeding. When I breastfeed, like I mentioned, I do not lose weight. I have a lot of milk. If you put a pin in me, I feel like milk would have came out of everywhere, okay? I feel like my body was just filled with milk. The weight for me does not start to come off until I start to wean the kids off. And that's when I kind of feel like when I'm breastfeeding, I'm like, but once I wean them off, then it's just like the hormones just go like, okay, like they just soften up, right? So, yes, so you know, during my season of breastfeeding and when the kids are really small, losing weight is really not on my mind. I mean, it's on my mind, but I understand that, you know, the season that I'm in, they are infants. I need to feed them. I'm working. I was also going to school with my first pregnancy. Like, you know, things are just not like how they were before. You just can't go up and go to the gym like before. You just can't. You know, you're not sleeping a lot. Your stress is just way up high like this. You're also not eating like how you used to. You know, it was a lot going on. So I did not begin my, I guess, weight loss journey post motherhood, like where it became really like a priority. Like I need to take, like it's time to take this weight off. Until like I think my daughter was like around 2 or so, and I was going to the gym, right? I was waking up like 5, 6 in the morning. I was going to the gym. I've always been a pretty conscious eater, and you know the weight was coming off, and then it wasn't, and then it was going back up, and then it was coming off. Like I've just always fluctuated with my weight since, because becoming a mother, right? My weight though has always been my main chief complaint my whole life. Like I said, I am 5'1". I've never had any health issues because I am medically obese. So I guess I've always been healthy and fat, obese and healthy, whatever you want to call it. But yes, so I was going to my doctor, I think around 2022, 2023. I'm like, something's going on. Like the weight is not coming off. You know, I'm getting very frustrated. I've never been this big before in my life, right? I have never been this big before in my life. So they ran some tests, things they did look a little deeper into because of my family history, and everything was fine, right? Which is kind of frustrating for me. And then I think I went back again for like a 3-month visit or something like that. And again, everything was fine. But I think my third visit, she realized like, okay, maybe something else is going on or whatever. I don't know. I always tell you all that. That doctor, I ended up firing her and getting another doctor. So that doctor, she referred me to the weight loss clinic. And it was a 1-year wait to get an appointment. So I think my appointment, so I scheduled an appointment like around, it had to be like the beginning of 2023, I believe, right? And I didn't have my appointment until October. I didn't have my appointment until October 2023, right? So I waited more than 6 months for the weight loss clinic appointment. Finally, October comes around. It's my appointment to see the weight loss doctor, and we talk. I was really expecting them to do more blood work. Like, I don't know, I just was expecting something else. But when I got there, you know, I gave them a history, you know, my weight, and they also see it in my chart as well. And we talked. It was a really good doctor, really, really good doctor. And he gives me my options. And the one I picked, this is, yeah, like I said, this is October 2023, right? He gives me my options. And, you know, we decide, you know, we talk about the pros and cons, what may be best for me and what may not be. And I don't decide that day what I want to do because I'm a natural girl. You know, taking medication just in general is, I'm not going to say it's not me, but I've never been on, like, I guess, medication except for like, you know, prenatal pills, an iron pill, birth control, things like that. But just to take medication in general is just not, it's not easy for me to say like, yes, let's you know, yes, I want to take this, I'll get on it right now, I'm picking it up at the pharmacy right now. No, right? And like I said, I've just always been somebody who, you know, worked out, pretty conscious of what I was eating. So just to take a weight loss medication, the decision did not come easy to me, right? So he gave me some paper to look over. January comes around. Let me backtrack, right? So I did not make a decision that day because I knew I was going to have like 2-3 months to myself because I was getting laid off. And I knew I would have like 2-3 months, a couple months to myself where I can go to the gym every day. So when I got laid off, I was going to the gym every day after dropping the kids off, like every day, right? So I'm like, let me see what I can do on myself. Let me see how my body reacts when I'm going to the gym every day, now that I have the time to go every day, right? So now it's January 2024 and it's time for my physical with my new provider, right? Remember, because I fired the other one. So I have my physical with my new provider, January 2024, and, you know, doing regular routine screening. We do blood work. She checks my weight, high blood pressure, things like that, right? Let me tell you all, the weight that came on the scale, hey, Mr. Guys, was a number I've never seen in my life. I was shocked. Not a good shock, a horrible shock. The number that came on the scale in January 2024 of how much I weighed, I could not believe it. It was crazy. It was crazy. I didn't even weigh that much when I was pregnant with my children. Like, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. I'm really going at it. I'm eating really good on routine. But when I went for my physical, January 2024, I could not believe how much I weighed. I could not believe it. I don't even know if I can say it. Maybe I'll put the number up above. But I could not believe it. I could not believe it. I guess I'll just say it. In January 2024, I weighed 232 pounds. 232 pounds. I could not believe it. I was like, what? My doctor also, she didn't really know me, but she seen my charts. She was a little shocked as well. Like, I'm sure she had to hide it, but I was so taken back. I could not believe it. Like, I was like, Miss Heck Guys, I could not believe it. I was like, Aisha, what the hell are you doing? What the hell is going on? I'm like, we need to do something. Something is seriously wrong, right? So, like I said, I didn't even weigh that much when I was pregnant. I believe my highest weight when I was pregnant was like 218. You know, that last visit before you hit the 40-week mark, before like the due date, I believe it was like 218, right? I've never weighed 232 pounds. When I was in high school, I think I weighed like 160, you know, around there. I went to college, freshman 15 got me. I came back home, it was like 185, something like that. I lost that weight. I went back down to 160-ish, right? I've never been below 160, but to be 232 pounds is insane. It is insane. Like, I could not believe it. I didn't feel 232 pounds. I don't think I look 200. Maybe I did. I don't know. I hate my postpartum body, like I told you. But I was just like, wow. And remember, I've been in the gym every day consistently for like the past 2 months, and I've been eating really, really healthy. So she's like, okay, let's game plan time, right? So she's like, let's do the blood work and then let's take it from there, right? So we do the blood work. The blood work is not good. It is not good at all. I see it before the nurse calls me. My A1C was high, like borderline. I couldn't believe it. Like, I could not believe it. So the nurse calls me and lets me know, Asia, your A1C was high. It's, that's not really good. Come in, let's talk about it. Right. And the nurse also explains to me that she went through the same thing, having the kids back to back, trying just to balance motherhood and life and work, and the weight creeps up on you, you're stressed, you're not sleeping enough. She talked to me and she said the same thing happened to her, and the A1C was high, and she did what she had to do to bring it down. So like at this point, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never had an A1C issue. I've never had a high blood pressure issue, like nothing. Like anytime I would go to the doctor, everything is always fine. It was just me, always my weight. Like, that was my main chief complaint, like I said. I go in for a follow-up appointment to see my doctor to talk about the results and my weight and see, what are we going to do? And I go there and she said she was really shocked as well. She was like, you've been very good, like all along. You've been really, really good through all the, my pregnancies. I've been really, really good. Never any concerns. So she was very shocked as well. So she gives me my options of what to do. She did recommend a pill for the A1C, and I declined that. She knows that I did see the weight loss doctor, 2-3 months ago. And then she also recommends, Asia, let's see a nutritionist. Our nutritionist here is really good. I'm going to put in a referral. And I was really open to it. I've seen a nutritionist before I've had the kids. But it's not that I took it seriously. That nutritionist was in another town. I was living somewhere else, and like the commute back and forth, and then like I was starting a new job, and I just didn't follow through with it. But this time I followed through with it. I was really open to it. I didn't decline a nutritionist at all. I'm very open to good suggestions, positive recommendations, right? That moment at the follow-up appointment that I made the decision as well to not only see a nutritionist, but to also start taking the weight loss medication that me and the weight loss doctor agreed upon. It was in that moment because like I just felt like things were just getting out of control, and I don't know how, I don't know when. So I'm like, okay, let's do the nutrition, and I'm going to take this weight loss medication in the meantime. So yes, the weight loss medication that I'm taking it's not Ozempic, it's not Mounjaro. I don't know what else people are taking, but it is Qsymia. It is Qsymia, Qsymia, Qsymia. That is the weight loss medication that I have been taking. That is the weight loss medication that was prescribed from my doctor, right? And I love it. I'm so glad that I took the initiative to see a nutritionist and take this weight loss medication. Qsymia, it has helped me lose 21 pounds. I started taking it in February, and I started to take it in February, and it has helped me very much to bring back my confidence, bring back my self-esteem, and to lose this weight and to really take control of my health. Qsymia is a weight loss medication that is phentermine and terpentramate, right? Topiramate in one. It's one pill that I take once a day. The reason why I decided to take the weight loss medication and see the nutritionist is because my health is very important to me. Like, I'm only 5'1", being so short and having this much weight on me puts me at risk for so many things. It is so dangerous for me to be like this short and have so much weight on me. And I felt like lost. Like I thought I was doing everything right, but obviously I'm going wrong somewhere. So seeing the nutritionist helped me find where I was going wrong. I may have been working out every day, going to the gym, eating healthy, but the nutritionist showed me where I was going wrong. My portions were out of control for where the size I am now. Like he said my portions weren't too bad, but the size where I'm at now, 232 pounds, I should not be having those type of portions if I'm trying to lose a significant amount of weight, right? He said my food choices were great, but it was my portions. And you know, I'm older now. I'm not a young chicken like before. So things are just going to affect me differently now. And then, you know, taking the weight loss medication, it was just another addition to help me control my health and, you know, just bring the weight down. Like, yeah, I was stressed out. I was like, what? Like, what is going on? Like, no. This can't go so. No. Right? So let me share with you all the results of me taking the Qsymia and seeing a nutritionist. January 2024, I was 232 pounds, right? 200. Ridiculous. March, I was 221 pounds. April, I went down to 217. June, July, I was 215. September, 214. October, 211. And then like November, December, I'm 205. And today I'm 205. I do not regret taking it at all. The only regret I have is not taking it sooner. That is the only regret I have, is not taking it sooner. In the beginning, I was not working out, taking the Qsymia because of work and stuff. And then I started to work out and I was taking it. And then in June, I sprained my ankle. So that just really threw me off track. Like that threw me like way off track. I was so upset about that. So I wasn't able to work out because I was doing so good. I was like so good. And then boom, I sprained my ankle. So I could not run for a while. I was walking, I think like a month after or so, but I could still kind of feel like, you know, some tenderness in my ankle when I would walk at times. So that, I don't want to talk about that. That was so discouraging when I sprained my ankle. But I love taking Qsymia. I really, really do. Being a nutritionist and taking Qsymia has really helped me to control my health. It has really helped me to be a leader in, you know, changing my health, changing my plans. Changing my diagnosis, changing my possible at-risk diagnosis. It really, really has. It has brought back my confidence a bit and my self-esteem. I'm not too nervous about trying on clothes or how I look in clothes. I kind of still don't like trying on clothes because I really haven't got to where I want to be. But Qsymia has really helped me. It has really turned things around for me health-wise. So I just wanted to share with you all that. And most importantly, the nutritionist as well. My nutritionist has been like such a blessing to me. he has really been such a blessing. So I don't want to make this video too long because I do have to go pick up the kids. But in the next video, I'll be talking a little more about Qsymia, the pros and cons of it, some of the symptoms I've been experiencing with it. So I thank you all so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments, have you heard of Qsymia? Have you been offered Qsymia? Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.